Welcome, listeners, to Sir LENZO'S MEMOIRS. On today's episode, I'm going to be explaining why I am happy. You see, when I was in the hood yesterday, I was just there vibing to my afro and I had this gorgeous smile on my face. And a friend of mine asked me, said, "Why are you happy?" And I explained to him, in Nigeria right now, according to the guidelines by the CBN, we are in open banking season. The banking sector liberalization is finally taking effect. The oligarchs are being put to the back stage. Now, what is open banking and why am I so happy? For anybody that has actually read about it, it's in the news. It is the sharing of information, the unbundling of the closed system. You see, for the CBN to now say it is now open banking, that must mean that we were in closed banking before. And believe you me, from the way the banks were running our data, you see, what those banks, and when I used to complain about them being oligarchs, you understand, and not willing, you understand, to share information, is actually information. On my earlier podcasts concerning this cashless policy, me explaining it, I always said that it was data. The amount I have that is reflecting in my account is just information, it's not physical cash. Now, what the banks had hitherto done before now has been claiming ownership of that data. It is their own. Nothing happens without them. But what the CBN guideline is now making them understand right now is the fact that that information they have is for everybody. And why it is that is because it was government that pushed us onto those platforms. Government said we should not keep the money at home and we should go to the banks. Now, the banks were now doing as if they are the owners of the information. But now with this open banking now, and why I'm so very happy is that my complaints before was they were not giving information. I could not call. Me, myself, cannot change my money to NIJA. I cannot call my own money into my own wallet. That information was not being granted by the bank. You understand? But the CBN now has given them framework, you understand, and instructed them, like I always said, to release those informations through their APIs. And what is an API? So that we actually understand this. Because the world is getting more digitized every day. And this digitization automates a lot of processes. And please, there is no backwardness to life. Because of its dynamism, you must always update. You understand? For you to not be left behind. API, meaning Application Program Interface. Application Program Interface is a way for two or more computer programs to communicate with each other. That is the unbundling the CBN has finally done with this guidelines. And I've been reading about it that, it's been a long time coming, but I particularly thank God that I still contributed to the problem, to the solutions, because this time we are right now and the sufferings we are undergoing based on this same CBN's cashless policy, if we understand it, why I want us to understand it rather is that with these guidelines now, you understand, we are going to experience, success with trying out newer options, mobile money, NIJA. Now, the CBN has not still said anything about its own, blockchain technology. Even in all these payment matter guidelines, they have still refused to say one word concerning NIJA. Why it is still a secret, I don't know. But let's leave that to one side, because if the APIs, you understand, are answering the protocols as instructed, then even for you to change your money, you understand, into NIJA, you understand, digital form shouldn't still be hard. But I can confirm to you right now as I'm making this podcast, because I went to my Smart Cash, which is Airtel product, you understand, mobile banking, mobile money banking, And when I looked at the option to add, I saw add cash call from a friend, meaning now that even Airtel has not integrated it. I know it was March 7, but please, because of the pressure, because of the very situation, I'm appealing in the next few days, we should start seeing the effect. But for us to really, for it to work for us, we Nigerians must be willing to try other options apart from the bank. Because what this gives us, what these guidelines, what is doing for us right now is that is liberating other options for us. So that you can now load money from your bank. Once you call that information from your bank, I want 30,000 naira to enter my mobile wallet, it will now go. Those are the guidelines they have given them. Once this computer program calls that computer program, it must answer, which was my major complaints before. Why will me, the owner of the money in the account, not be able to move money to my wallet? Why will I not be able to convert my money to e-naira? Now, this communique, these guidelines came out March 7 here, 2023. And I still believe it's by us trying to use it and really, putting them under pressure. They are serving us. Please, let's first of all feel proud in the fact that we are humans. We are above any computer program. Please. And it is based on use. It's based on interaction with even these programs that we will actually get what we want. Because the policy is just not made for making sake. This is a long time coming. It is, believe you me, is making me happier than even the elections. If you really know the nitty-gritty of what these guidelines, what it really is, it is freeing us from the shackles of the banks. I'm telling you. And there are lots of, for the, innovative young Nigerians, you understand, there are still lots of things you can do because the interface has not been liberated. You can plug into the API so that your own program can communicate with that program, following the protocols and you classifying yourself very well in the master plan of the CBN because it is still being controlled by the CBN. But what I'm saying right now is this: your mobile money apps, you understand, should start working anytime soon. I will actually still try and complain to Airtel why they have not changed that based on that guideline. Because they are telling me to add cash. We are not talking of cash anymore. You must give me an option to call money from my bank. I must be able to load money, call that API to load my wallet so that when we go out and if the transfer doesn't go, I can decide if you have mobile money wallet, just send money to you through your mobile money wallet. I can send money to you through e-naira so that we now have more options. And I saw Bros Shaggy doing one advert for one app too. You understand? There is a payment app. And for those of you that have fantastic ideas, please, this is the time. This should encourage you, you understand, to really start working on your own ideas because the banking sector has been liberated. That is why they are now saying it is open banking. It is now open banking. I'm so very happy. Believe you me, for those that really know it, it is meant to bring succor to us because it is not only by bank transfer that you can make payments. Please, let's know that. It is not only by bank transfer. The bank transfer was actually being hoarded by the banks. That was why I was always shouting. But now with open banking, sharing of information, that your information can now be shared by another platform. And please, consent. And we should be very careful when we are moving to some of these payment platforms that give us succor. Please, only use platforms that are registered by government. NITDA must actually be in the know, and SEC and all these other people confirm on the internet before you just download and start to use. Because I am a Nigerian and I fear Nigerians. Please, in a jiffy now, they don't make up with a lot of money. We still need to be very careful because they say at times free now they choke. So please, because I know now that by the time today is 9th, that was just 2 days ago. By the time all these people, start to roll these things out, you now find out that a lot of fakeoids too will come in. And government will now start to look for who it doesn't know. Please. But it is always easier for government to, to resolve issues that of licensed people. If you see the loan sharks now, they are just trying to put a regulation in place. But now, this liberation and open banking that we have, please, it is just not everybody. Please, use only government certified platforms. Is all I can say. I don't talk my own. I fear Nigerians as a Nigerian. You see, that is the secret of my own life. I fear us. I fear Nigerians. But the fear I have for you, now they take look you, not beside they run from you at the same time. But now your reason, now your sense. Because some people, you hear them on the street, when you ask them, you no get sense, why you running like that? Because at times when people complain, really, you just really look at it down. You can't start to defend your own stupidity now. The act was committed by you. You should have known from the very beginning, please. Because the banking space for those that are very, very innovative is just going to go, it has become volatile. It is now open. And you know that when anything, they say, Spirit Man says that everything has opposite. So when the CBN now says it is open banking now, you can imagine how long we have been in closed banking. I'm just very happy. And I think you too should be. And please, as we'll be using it, we have to use these platforms. We have to use our mobile money. We have to use our INERA to ease the pressure. Because you see, here is where we are when it comes to that cash swap matter. Our money has been arrested, thereby placing our spending on suspension. Our spending has been arrested now. Buhari don't collect the cash. Let's first of all know that one. Buhari, yes, Buhari. I tell you now, Buhari don't man. He has collected that one. And now Kuta him be. So the only way forward really is for us to start looking for options to give ourselves peace. Peace. You see, as bad as it is to find our own peace. So, and this news, believe you me, I'm happy. Whether you agree to my happiness or not, you will soon realize what it means. And for those of you that are listening and are innovative, please, inside this news, please, because it is what it is. The news itself is data. Please, let's be innovative and see how we too can come up with solutions. Because believe you me, some people are sitting on some very fantastic solutions, are just refusing to act. Brains day NIJA, that one I know, I beat my chest on top me. Let's get to work. Let's innovate. It's now open banking season. Congrats, Nigerians. Hope you've enjoyed it.